Here are my extracurriculars and awards that got me into Columbia University. So the first activity I put was research, and I put student researcher at the University of Nebraska Medical Center. I was a national JSHS finalist, and then a speaker at the International SNO/ASCO Central Nervous System meeting, and then I was also published in Neuro-Oncological Advances. My second activity was music. I was a concertmaster at our school orchestra. We have about a few hundred kids in the program, and I was also a 4-year all-state musician, and in 2023 I was the associate concertmaster for the all-state orchestra. And then I put music except solo for my third activity, and chamber music at the Omaha Conservatory, and I put that we were the Rembrandt Chamber Competition finalists. And I also did this group violin thing called Frontier Strings, and I put that I did MTNA for Nebraska. Only 4 people participated, so yeah. And then Nebraska Young Artist Award 2024, yeah, and I got a $1,000 scholarship for that. And then my fourth activity was debate, and I said that I was on Varsity Public Forum, and I have a Tournament of Champions gold and silver bid, but I didn't have that at the time I applied, so that wasn't on there. And then I put that I was a quarterfinalist for State Public Forum, and I only started this junior year, so that's why I didn't have many awards for that. And then for my fifth activity, I put varsity tennis. I was varsity tennis 10th through 12th grade, and then in 9th grade I was in junior varsity. For activity 6, I put community service. I founded this program where you can schedule music lessons for free. It's kind of like a hotline, but for music. So I did that. And then for activity 7, I put that I was a Mustang mentor, which is basically a program my school does where you can teach a class of freshmen for advisement every Monday. For activity 8, I put that I was a secretary of the psychology club, and we basically just made cards that were sent to psychiatric hospitals. And for activity 9, I put cultural, and I volunteered at the Nebraska Chinese Association Lunar New Year Festival, and it was just traditional Chinese dance. And then for activity 10, I put that I volunteered at the Methodist Women's Hospital, and I worked at the gift shop. So yeah. I've had some people ask for my stats, and I recently got into Columbia University early decision, so here they are. My school did not do class rank, but my unweighted GPA was a 4.0, and my weighted was a 4.44 at the time I applied, and my senior schedule is full IB. I had a 36 composite ACT score, and my PSAT score was a 1500, and I also took the SAT and got a 1530, but I didn't submit that. Here are my SL and HL IB classes that I took, and here are all of the AP classes that I took. This is a weak part of my application because I got all 4s on my AP exams except for AP Human Geo and AP Biology, which I didn't take the class for, but I self-studied. My awards and my extracurriculars will be on my page soon. These are the academic honors and awards that got me into Columbia University. On Common App, the first one I put was Coca-Cola Scholar semifinalist, and by each of these I put top blank % of 100,000 applicants or something. And then my second honor I put was National Merit semifinalist, and I also put my PSAT score in the description. And then for my third honor I put Currency NSAA Believers and Achievers statewide winner, which is something they do in Nebraska. The Activities Association does this, and each school nominates 4 people, so it's like 4,000 nominees, and then 50 people out of that get the award. And then for my 4th honor, I put Philanthropic Educational Organization, or PEO, which is like a sisterhood, and I got the Local Star Scholar, and then I put pending status because the other status hasn't come out yet. I also put that pending status for a Cook Scholar. And then for my 5th honor, I put AP Scholar with distinction, and I also combined that with National Honor Society because I didn't want to put that and take up a whole activity space. My stats are already on my page, and I will post my extracurriculars soon.